So the Republican debate happened last week, and I was planning to fact check the heck out of it, but I got derailed, not just by Christmas, though that was a big part of it, but no, mostly by the gish gallop of bullshit spewed out by the candidates. Oh my God, it's endless. Endless, I tell you, endless. So I might extend this over a few weeks, but I'm going to start with just a few gems right here. This is 18 clips just from the opening introductions. Here we go. Chris Christie first.
America has been betrayed. We've been betrayed by the leadership that Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton have provided to this country over the last number of years.
Okay, what the hell? The country has been betrayed by the leadership of Obama and Hillary. Okay, I get it. You're trying to conflate the two because Republican voters think that Hillary is the great Satan and Obama is the great. They're the same great Satan. They really are. They're two different people. And he said the last number of years because he knows how long Obama's been president, but Clinton was only Secretary of State for a much shorter period of time. He's just being crazy. They've been what have they done against America? Oh, come on, Chris Christie, try harder. Next clip.
America has been betrayed. Think about just what's happened today. The second largest school district in America, in Los Angeles, closed based on a threat. Think about the effect that that's going to have on those children when they go back to school tomorrow, wondering, filled with anxiety about whether they're really going to be safe.
Okay, so a couple problems there. The threat came in not only to the second largest school district, Los Angeles, but to the largest school district, New York. What did New York do? Nothing. They looked at it, determined it was not a credible threat, and went on with business as usual. Come on, Christie. You're an East Coast guy. You don't kowtow to bullies like that. New York didn't. And how many people were injured? None. It was not a credible threat. The fact that Los Angeles chose to close because of an email threat that's up to Los Angeles, man. You can't put that on Obama and Hillary. I mean, get real, man.
What has Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton done to this country? That the most basic responsibility of an administration is to protect the safety and security of the American people.
Okay. So you just said the schools were closed. Now we know some schools weren't closed, but the schools were closed. So Obama's responsibility is to keep the country safe, and clearly he did, because the country is safe, because no one was injured. So is your problem that they did close the schools, that they didn't close the schools, or is your problem that asshats have access to the internet? Because I assure you that is your problem with Hillary, Chris Christie. That is your problem with her because she uses email. The country is safe. No trust has been forsaken. I mean, get real.
Like all of you, I'm angry. I'm angry at what's happening to our nation.
Carly Fiorina is angry at what is happening to our nation. What is happening to our nation, Carly Fiorina? What is happening? I mean, seriously, I'm actually asking what is happening because I understand I'm taking the clip out of context, but there is no context sufficient to explain what she's getting at.
Citizens, it's time to take our country back.
Take our country back from who? From the black guy? From the Democrats? From the people who pulled us out of the biggest recession in modern history? Take our country back? Oh, I need some context. I bet she's going to tell us who she needs it from. Maybe not in the next clip, but definitely in the one after that.
By a tested leader who is willing to fight for the character of our nation. I have been tested. I have beaten breast cancer. I have buried a child.
Ah, that old chestnut. Okay, yes, as a leader, you have been tested, and it was not It was not graded on a curve. It was graded pass fail. And guess what, sister? You failed. Not even a D- saved you. You failed. You were a CEO of a Fortune 500 company that got delisted, that laid off 30,000 workers, whose board of director fired your incompetent ass, but left you with a $23 million golden parachute. Honey, I would love to fail as hard as you have. Test me, because I guarantee I could not do worse than you did. But, apparently when I screw up, I just have to, apply for another job and, create another podcast. No, let's go to the next one, the real one, where Fiorina shows her, I guess we'll call them stripes. Oh, on this one, yeah, she said, I buried a child. Okay, no, you did not. Stop saying that. You're lying. You did not bury a child. First, Carly Fiorina has no biological children. She has 2 stepdaughters. Lori, who died in 2009. Lori, in her book, she says, I met her when she was 6. Although, when Lori was 6, Carly was still married to her previous husband. The husband who, in the divorce proceeding, said, yeah, she's totally nailing that Fiorina guy from HP. So Carly wrecked the home, and it wasn't until Lori was 10 that Carly came into her life as a stepmom, and Carly did not have custody. Carly didn't even live with the daughter until she was in college. So it's not your child. She wasn't a child. She didn't live with you. And she died when she was 35. 35, Carly. Now, by that reasoning, we're all children. Yes, we're all children. The oldest man alive is a child. If he dies, we've all buried a child. Get real. If you're willing to lie about things as petty and stupid as this, where does it end? Let's go to the next one.
Citizens, it is time to take our country back from the political class, from the media, from the liberal elites.
I love it. We need to take our country back from the liberal elites, from the media. The media? Take our country back from the media? No Republican has a proposal to do that. But you'll notice whom she does not include on her list, and that is the rich. The plutocrats somehow managed to evade her super sharp radar screen. That's who's got the country, Carly. You, 100 millionaires. People who pay less taxes than secretaries. When I was 19, I lived with my parents. I made $11,000 and I paid 10% income tax. 10%. Christ on a crap cracker. Who am I, Mitt Romney, paying 10% when I only made 11 grand and was trying to pay my way through college? Take our country back. Take our country back from the liberal elites. Good God, Carly. All right, let's go on to Jeb.
Our freedom is under attack. Our economy is underwater. The leading Democrat is under investigation. And America is under the gun to lead the free world to protect our civilized way of life.
Okay. Oh, so much. Let's try that again.
Our freedom is under attack.
No, it isn't. Our freedom is not under attack. If our freedom is under attack, it's under attack from you, Jeb. It's under attack from the conservatives. From the people who actually want to take away our liberties. Yes, we get to keep our guns. But the Fourth Amendment, the First Amendment, to hell with those.
Our economy is underwater.
Our economy is not underwater. What a lie. Do you remember, Jeb, when your brother left office and we were shedding 770,000 jobs a month? And we've added since then, what, 14 million? I mean, that's... Our economy is underwater. Interest rates remain low. Stock market's at an all-time high. CEO pays at an all-time high. Surely that's a good thing. I mean,
The leading Democrat is under investigation.
okay, I'm not familiar with this one, but under investigation is not the same thing as America being destroyed.
And America is under the gun to lead the free world to protect our civilized way of life.
Okay, what bullshit is that? What bullshit is that? Oh, God, Jeb. America is under the gun to lead the free world. To lead the free world. What does that mean? What does it mean, Jeb? To lead the free world. Don't we do that already? With our runaway consumerism and our, default world currency and our diplomatic outreach and our unprecedented in the history of humanity military activism overseas. I mean, my God. And Jeb. Even by Bush standards, this is Bush League.
Regarding national security, we need to restore the defense cuts of Barack Obama.
Yeah. So the defense cuts of Barack Obama. Okay. Barack Obama is no longer a senator. He's not in Congress. He does not write budgets. He does have veto authority. And on the most recent NDAA, National Defense Authorization Act, he did veto it and send it back. And Congress wrote a different one, sent it through. We still spend more money than the next 11 countries combined on national security. Why is that? Next 11 countries combined. My God. And that doesn't include all of our ancillary defense spending. Things like, foreign aid, foreign military aid. It doesn't include huge amounts. Really, our national defense budget per year is right around $1 trillion. And that's because we strip out things like veterans funding and, petty things, other things that other countries actually lump in. Saudi Arabia, they're high on the list, but that's because every policeman in the country is counted as a military force. My God, if we included our police, our TSA, our FBI into that national defense budget, which really we should, it would be not just a staggering, shocking amount, which it already presently is, but one that would even make Jeb Bush blush, and he's wearing a lot of foundation. Oh, Rubio's next. Well, let's make sure I got all this.
We need to restore the defense cuts of Barack Obama.
Right. Rubio.
But there have always been people in American politics that wanted America to be more like the rest of the world. And in 2008, one of them was elected president of this country. And the result has been a disaster. Today, you have millions of Americans that feel left out and out of place in their own country, struggling to live paycheck to paycheck.
All right. Good stuff, Senator Drymouth. Senator, I can't be bothered to show up for a vote. Senator, Senator, so many more disparaging comments, I can't bother to muster them right now. Yeah. You do have millions of Americans who feel left out. Let's go through it bit by bit. This is awesome.
But there have always been people in American politics that wanted America to be more like the rest of the world. And in 2008, one of them was elected president of this country.
Yes. There will always be people who want America to be more like the rest of the world. Now, he's not saying the bad parts. He's saying just the parts of America. And that's fair. We do want some of our things to be more like some other countries. Look at the stuff that works. Throw out the stuff that doesn't. We do a lot of stupid things that don't work, that drain the coffers, that harm the people. You don't want to do that because some other country thought of it first?
This country. And the result has been a disaster.
The result has not been a disaster. Senator Drymouth. Come on, Cottonmouth. You can do better than that.
Today, you have millions of Americans that feel left out and out of place in their own country.
Yes. I know exactly who you mean. Left out. Oh, gosh. Are we talking about the millions of unemployed and underemployed, or are we talking about the immigrants? Because in both cases, the Republicans despise them dearly. They don't want anything to do with them.
Struggling to live paycheck to paycheck.
Yes, struggling to live paycheck to paycheck. What's your solution, bro? There's not a single Republican who advocates raising the minimum wage. They all advocate open trade. Some of them say, well, I'll bring jobs back, but they don't say how. Except, magical tax breaks, which will magically help, which never do, historically. Oh, Rubio. Good news, though. We've got 3 more clips of Rubio. Here we go.
Called bigots because they hold on to traditional values.
Yes, there are people who are called bigots because they hold on to traditional values. Why is that, Marco? Why is that? Which traditional values exactly are you talking about? If I Google it, will I find same-sex marriage as being a non-traditional value? Will I find hating the brown guy? Because I don't feel like a traditional American, but Rubio's a bit brown and I kind of hate him. Not because he's brown, just because he's an asshole. They're called bigots because they hold on to traditional values? Jesus, man. What a ass-backwards thing to say.
While this president's destroyed our military.
No. While our president has destroyed our military, the most powerful military in the history of the world has been, breaking news, guys, breaking news. You're not going to believe this. It's official. You can quote Senator Marco Rubio of Florida. Obama has destroyed our military. Destroyed it.
If you elect me president, we will have a president that believes America's the greatest country in the world, and we will have a president that acts like it.
Yes, good work, Marco. You nailed it. No president before you has ever thought America was great. No president has ever acted like it. No, of the 35 candidates on the Republican stage and another 3 on the Democrat side, none of them think America's great and none of them would act like it. Good work. Good work. You just nailed it. You are quite an asshole.
America is at war. Our enemy is not violent extremism. It is not some unnamed malevolent force. It is radical Islamic terrorism. We have a president who is unwilling to utter its name.
Okay, this is Ted Cruz, the senator from Texas, and, I've got plenty of insulting things to say about him, but they're all so obvious it would just be cheap shots. Yes, he's saying that Obama will not utter the name of our enemy. Because, there was a recent attack in San Bernardino where a Muslim couple shot people. Now, never mind, Christians have done the same thing in the same month, but our enemy is radical Islamic terrorists. Now, mind you, none of them have really done anything here. Stamping out religious extremism is not something Ted Cruz wants to do. No, he wants you to be scared of Islam. He wants you to be scared of Muslims. That's all he's out to do.
If I am elected president, we will hunt down and kill the terrorists.
Oh my God! No one thought of that before. It's so simple, Ted Cruz, senator from Texas. Hunt down and kill the terrorists. My God, why didn't we think of it before? Hunt down and kill the terrorists. Well, I certainly hope you have a plan.
We will utterly destroy ISIS. We will stop the terrorist attacks before they occur because we will not be prisoners to political correctness. Rather, we will speak the truth. Border security is national security, and we will not be admitting jihadists as refugees.
Oh, genius. Oh, well, first of all, we're going to utterly destroy ISIS. Man, I don't know why no one thought of that before. God. Oh, it's so simple. Let's go to the next step.
We will stop the terrorist attacks before they occur because
Yes, stop them before they occur. You know what we should do? We should create some huge multi-hundred billion dollar agency that collects data on every email and every phone call in the entire country and really the world, since our servers route through the country. It's pure genius. If only we had a program like that, we could stop terrorists before they take action. You ignorant pile of Texas.
because we will not be prisoners to political correctness.
Yes, political correctness. Gosh darn it, that's the problem. Political correctness. If only we weren't afraid to call people bad words, epithets, and all those good things. Gosh darn it, then we could stop terrorism.
Rather, we will speak the truth. Border security is national security, and we will not be admitting jihadists as refugees.
Beautiful. I love it. Border security is national security. Now, mind you, all the recent attacks, I think every single attack on American soil this year was from U.S. citizens or those here legally. The San Bernardino couple, they were American. So a secure border wouldn't have stopped that. The NSA wouldn't have stopped that. But, platituded up my web-footed platypus.
As refugees.
Yes, stop the refugees. Stop them. I mean, they're fleeing ISIS, but, if someone is fleeing ISIS, it's got ISIS right in the name. Surely they're bad people. No, what we need to do is take those people, those victims, and send them back into the battlefield, where their only hope of survival is to join ISIS. Don't worry, they won't be back, Ted. But enough about Ted. Let's go to, what have we got? Christie, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I didn't include Trump. I should have done that. I'll probably go back and do it. Here's Ben Carson. This is beautiful.
Thank you, Wolf.
What? Thank you, Woof. Woof Blitzer. Woof. Okay, I can appreciate that where you're from, many parts of America pronounce wolf as woof. But this man is not a dog, despite his grizzle-bearded appearance. No, he is a man, and his name is Wolf. Let's hear it again.
Thank you, Wolf.
You're welcome, Ben Carson, and thank you, because that was fucking beautiful.
Please join me for a moment of silence in remembrance of the San Bernardino victims.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you.
Oh, shit.
Please.
Yeah, a moment of silence, Ben Carson. I will join you in it, provided it is about 4 seconds. 4 goddamn seconds. Ben Carson, I hate to say this. I know you're not exactly a rocket scientist, but do you know what a moment is? Do you know what a moment of silence is? A moment. A moment. Now, a moment does actually have a definition other than 60 seconds, but it is not 4 seconds. Now, I do have more of this. So much more. I was intending to include Trump in this. I didn't realize that the segment I cut off was part of his introduction. It doesn't matter. Just trust it's bullshit, and I'll come back with it next week, because, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If they never do another debate, this one could keep me fueled right up through the election. So let's talk about something else. What else we got this week? Oh,